and I'm blessed for that. But I mean, I don't know. It was an interesting question. I would have to think about that a lot.
Where does life start for you? Where were you born? You know.
Oh, Ohio. You know, grew up on Pearl Street, Sandusky. You know, is the city. A lot of siblings. Had a lot of things as a child. A lot of toys. You know, fun childhood, good childhood. And as I got older, bounced around a lot of places, moved around, and here I am, 29 years old now, living on my own. 4 years, 5 years on my own. Going pretty good.
What's going on in your life? What should the world know about it?
Just got a position, you know, manager position at Marco's Pizza, you know, morning time. It's pretty good, you know, been working there a month and a half, and, you know, hard work's paying off, so, you know, it's looking up. It's looking up.
So, if we go back a little bit, just a little second ago, you just said, I don't got nothing going on for myself right now. I really don't know what's going on. But you just told me just now, you got something going on.
Yeah, right. See,
and how's that feel?
It just, I don't know, man. I just be doing so much, I don't even be thinking what I be saying. I just be talking. But yeah, going real good. It's going real good. Hard work's paying off. They notice my hard work, and I'm eating good.
Working hard. You just earned yourself a manager position. And especially with everything that's going on right now in the world, that's awesome, man. That's a good.
Thank you.
It's a good move. And you're only 29. That's a huge step in the right direction, especially. And it's only just the beginning.
Yes, sir. Only the beginning.
What is the next move, do you think?
Right now, I'm just trying to move up on this position a little more, and you know, get a little more out of it, and start saving up some money. Hopefully, I can get a call. But I don't want to set a goal so I don't overwork myself. But I know what I got to do in the back of my mind.
Yeah. So, let's step back just a little bit. How long have you been at Marco's?
About a month and a half.
About a month and a half, and you're already the manager over there, man. The opening manager.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yep. Starting Monday, actually, Monday will be my first day as opening manager.
Nice. How does it feel, though? You know, do you feel like, does it feel normal to you, or does it feel like, are you over like the hill? How are you feeling about it?
That's a real good question, because I was actually just thinking about it yesterday, and I was telling my manager, my head manager that gave me the position, I'm not too much worried about it, but just the thought that I actually got it, and I know I got it, it's like, whoa, like, okay, like, I was like a worker down here working hard and good, and like now I'm about to go up here and work hard and work good, so it's not so much intimidating, but it's just a different feeling, and I like it, but I think I can handle it. I wouldn't have asked for it if I couldn't. And plus, I already feel like I was going to get it, so I guess it just rolled out how it was going to play out.
So you went in, you was already feeling it from the beginning, from the get-go. Started off just making the pizzas.
I already knew as soon as I was working, and they said it was 20 spots open, and the one manager who no longer works there, he got fired. I was working with him in the morning. I was coming in, and he was coming in. But basically, I just took his spot. So he got fired, and they just gave me his position. So it's going to be all good.
Now, do you have any other goals? Are you just planning on being a manager? Or do you plan on to eventually keep growing with the company?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to probably stay with Marco's and try to grow, because, I mean, it's a lot of room for a lot of stuff in there. Like, my district manager they offered her. She said she could have bought Marcos for like 40,000-50,000. That Marcos specifically. So I mean, she didn't really want to buy it, but just stuff like that. It's a lot of opportunities, and she's the district manager. She runs to like 5 different Marcos in the Ohio area. So she goes to Lorain, Cleveland, Toledo. So she runs all around. So I mean, it's definitely a lot of room and some great pay. Plus, I mean, the work is cool. I like the people, and it's not about what you do, who you know. So, and there's a lot of big faces in there. So, I think I'm gonna stay here for a while and just work this little position. And if I do good and they offer me something else, I'm gonna take it. But if they don't, and I'm just gonna keep working hard, that's gonna be it.
That's awesome. Do you plan on becoming the manager, the top dog eventually down the line? Is that like you see in your future, or?
Oh yeah, I definitely see that in my future because I like going to work. I enjoy the work, and my manager tells me every day that I do an awesome job, and I know that she really relies on me, and just the fact that she sees my hard work and she sees my dedication, I know that she talks highly of me when I'm not there. When her boss asks, how is he doing? I know she's like, that's my top guy. Like, I feel like where I'm at right now, if I quit, like, she would probably have to go find a new job. Like, not necessarily saying that, but like, there's so many inside people, and I feel like I do play a big role right now, especially with mornings and nights, because I work mornings and then I'll work nights too. So, I wasn't supposed to go to work today until 5. I'm going at 3 until 1:30 in the morning.
That's the move that everybody needs to make.
And I'm doing it, and I'm not complaining. I'm relaxing. I have fun at work. It's not just work. I work, and then I have fun times there too. So Marcos definitely is going to be the move for the near future.
What would you say your mindset is, though, as you go into work?
Oh, I love it. I be ready. I prep myself before I go, just in case nothing happens. I'm like, all right, man, we're about to go to work. It's going to be crazy. It's about to be a rush. Everybody's going to want pizza today, so let's just get in that mood. And I shake myself off, put my AirPods in, and I just go right to my station, and I don't stop until it's time to go home.
How long do you usually work till, though? You work from like 3 to 2 o'clock? Or does it depend on how busy you guys are?
Right now I had been doing nights, so I was doing 5 to close. So on the weekdays it's 12 o'clock, and on the weekends they close at 1. But starting Monday, I'm going to be doing 10 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night. Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and I'll be off Sunday. So I'll have Wednesdays and Sundays off, and I'll be running from 10 to 8. So it's gonna be pretty good. They trust me. I got it. I know how to do everything in there. It's nothing in there that I can't do. They asked me to do everything, and I just kept pressing her about that. Like, I just kept telling her every day, like, hey, there's an opening position. I like to come in early in the morning. I know how to do everything in here. I make the pizzas. I know how to stretch the dough. I know how to answer phones. I know how to make the dough. I was like, let me just rock the mornings, and I just kept telling her, and she was just like, we'll see. And I came into work about last week, I want to say, and she told me, she was like, you know what, we're just going to give you that position. She was like, you already know how to do everything, so it worked out pretty swell.
Do you guys have a lot of numbers over there, or are you kind of like everywhere else where it's just hard getting people in there? and staying.
Yeah, definitely hard. Like, we need a lot of drivers, good drivers, you know, people that want to drive just for Marcos and not work nowhere else. And, you know, we need probably about 4 more good inside people, you know, 4 more good people that want to work. You know, we need 2 for mornings and 2 people that want to work nights. And I think we could get it, but we're not really down bad because we got a good system going. And I feel like with me and my manager there together, we get it knocked out. Like yesterday, they were getting swamped. I mean, we got swamped. I walked in at 4:40. I was supposed to clock in at 5. She told me to clock in at 5. She told me to clock in ASAP. And as soon as I clocked in, I jumped right on the cut table and started boxing up pizzas. By the time I didn't have no pizzas coming out of the oven and we all had clear screens, it was 8:30. So from 4:40 all the way to 8:30, I was consistent work, and then it just stopped.
Did it even feel like it, though? Or did it just feel like it was like 10 minutes, if that?
10 minutes, like, I swear it was like an hour. I looked at the clock, I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, it's 8 o'clock already?
Dude.
And then another rush came, and I looked at the clock, and it was 11. I'm like, wow. And then an hour left, we closed, so I was just like, it's cool, but it was slow the rest of the night, and we got up out of there, and it was easy to me. I wasn't sweating. I don't complain at work. Go to work, come home.
And that's the thing, is a lot of us, you know, that have worked in foods or are working in foods now, anybody that's watching, they know that feeling of the rush, man. You see that them orders coming in, you see the buzz coming in, or just a lot of customers coming in, and you're like, you just start getting this, you're going on full overdrive, just thinking to yourself like, oh man, it's about to be crazy. It's about to get nuts.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with that is, that's the one thing I enjoy about working in fast food, because if you don't got no rush and you don't got a lot of people, what are you really gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I work at Marco's. If people ain't ordering pizzas, what am I really going to do at Marco's? You know what I'm saying? It's only so much you can do if you don't have that rush. And that rush helps you get good, get faster, you know, get promoted. You know, you want to learn all the basic stuff so when that rush comes in, everybody's flowing. You know, just like a factory. Everybody got a little section, a piece of part to play. But I don't understand. People are like, oh man, I don't like the rush hour. Like, then why do you work here? Like, you work at a fast food place and you say you don't like dinner rush. Why are you working at a fast food place? You know it's gonna come. Like, you know, okay, 4 o'clock, people are about to start coming every day. Like, when people order Marco's, like, from, I'll say 11 to 2 o'clock, it's going crazy, and then it will die down, and then dinner will start rolling around about from 4 all the way up until it can go, like I said, 8 o'clock, it's a rush, and then it just stops. And that's consecutive people. We had 5 drivers last night. Each driver was taking 3 deliveries at a time.
Now, is it all local, or is it, like, all over the place?
No, it's local. We don't go to Kalahari, and we don't go probably, I say, Dick's Carryout.
Is that because you guys are short numbers, or?
No, that's just out of range, and, you know, if it's too far, like Ventura, we don't deliver to Ventura, they're too far, so, you know, like, a little bit out that way, it's too far.
I know with DoorDash, man, I cover everywhere. Norwalk, Sandusky, Iran.
Wow.
So, like, when that order comes through, we were just hoping to God it's still in where you're covering.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of times where you'll be in Sandusky, and all of a sudden it'll be like $15 to go to Norwalk to pick up for, you know, Marco's out that way, and then dropping off somewhere out there. That's why I was asking. I was like, so you guys are local, you guys are staying.
Yeah.
With smaller numbers, it probably helps a lot too.
Yeah, and it's not really worth drivers going all the way to Ventura, you know, and then not getting a tip. That's pretty far.
Yeah.
It's like 10-minute drive, you know, there and back. It's 20, 30 minutes.
And no offense to any of the Venture people watching or the people from Kalahari watching. A lot of times when we come to you, you ain't ready.
Yeah, that's why we don't go, because we'll go way out there and then we'll call them and we'll get an order and they'll like, oh, we're coming down to the lobby, and they'll have us sit down there 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and then, you know, they're like, oh, the pizza's cold. So we just stopped going to them. And plus, they're sponsored by somebody else, so they don't let us just drop the pizzas off. So drivers don't like going out there, so we just stopped it.
But I've learned a trick about this. Whenever I get something for you guys, I usually call you ahead of time. That way you guys get fresh. And they're not sitting out there an hour. Because I know you guys are coming from, like, you know, different parts of the plant. Or if you're at Kalahari, you're coming from one side. When it comes to Kalahari, I usually try to see if they're in the front or if they're at Sands. That's that way I can get you your food fresh, you know. And I ain't trying to knock on anybody that's watching. I'm just saying.
Everybody got their own hustle.
But is there any way of applying to Marcos, or how do you get in contact with them?
Most definitely, you know, go to marcos.com, type in, you know, Sandusky area, and you can apply for a driver, insider, a lot of available positions. Just call, ask for a manager, and I promise you, you'll start the next day. Who
should I talk to? Like, is it
Georgia?
Georgia? Or should I call you?
No, call Georgia. She's the hire manager. I'm just the opening manager. I don't got no pull to hire.
Not yet.
I'm just morning shift. Not yet. But yeah, Georgia is the one to get a hold of. And if you're good, you're willing to work, you'll have a job. I actually met her walking down the street, and she asked me if I wanted to work, and I applied, and I started the next day, and a month and a half later, I'm an opening manager.
You hear that, folks? He's an opening manager after 1 month. Great things come when you work hard.
Hard work, definitely a lot of hours.
And if you want to work, this is the place to go.
You'll definitely have some work.
All right, now that we covered your job and everything, where have you traveled? Have you been places? Have you always lived in Ohio?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh, man. I've lived in Phoenix, Arizona for probably 3 years. I've lived in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for about 4 years. And now I'm back in Ohio. But Arizona, I'm sorry, but I hated it. Don't go. Do not go to Arizona. It's too hot. Nothing to do. Very boring. Very, very boring. Didn't really enjoy Arizona too much. There was some cool jobs out there. I did have some very fun jobs, but other than that, couldn't really. I do miss the food, some food, but other than that, so yeah, that's it. But Florida, on the other hand, I loved Florida. A lot of good experiences in Florida. A lot of good parties and just meeting people, food. Florida probably has the best food I've ever ate. I mean, from alligator meat, goat meat, man, I've had some crazy stews. I just love Florida. I mean, it's just beautiful, palm trees, beaches, just the environment. It's just a good experience. I love Florida. Fort Lauderdale, Florida was pretty good. I was living in Broward County, 3311. But yeah, and it was very interesting. I loved Florida. It was probably the best place. If I could just go back to Florida and live there forever, I would definitely. If I hit the lottery or something, I'd move to Florida.
What brought you back? What brought you back to Ohio?
Met my lady Tania, got engaged, came back, and we came back to Ohio just due to some reasons. But I mean, we could have stayed where we was at. We was actually in Arizona, and it was cool out there. We was having a good time, but it's just too hot, and I was getting tired of Arizona. I was getting tired of it. It's too hot. I mean, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's 120 degrees. It's just like, man, it's like just sun and heat. But yeah, everything's going good now, and I'm just ready for the next little section of my life.
Now, you said you're engaged. Let's touch up a little bit on that. How did that become? Where did you meet her at,
Well, she had family out in Arizona, and her granny lived out there, and her aunt lived out there, and her aunt ended up passing away. And I actually met her on Facebook, and I told her I lived in Arizona, and she says, "Oh, I fly out there all the time." So in the midst of her dealing with that, we were talking for a while, and we ended up meeting up and hanging out. And then pretty much after that, we just been with each other ever since.
Fill me in on the first date. How was the first date when you guys first met? How was you feeling? How do you think she was feeling? Have you guys talked about this?
She came over all dressed up, and we really just sat in the house. Like, she came over in high heels, makeup, outfit. I just had gym shorts on and a t-shirt. And we were chilling, hanging out, having a good time. Had a few drinks, ate some food, and she actually ended up going home. But it was just a normal, just a normal little hangout session. Nothing major.
And how did you know right from the first date that this is the one that you want to spend the rest of your life with? Or?
Oh yeah, pretty much. I think we already knew what was going on and what was about to go down, so it was just us being ourselves after the first day.
Nice. And then how was the proposal? How'd that go down? How'd that come into play?
It was pretty sweet. Was talking about it and just talking about it, and I actually had did it on Christmas a while back, and in front of everybody, so it was pretty awesome, and she had no idea, everybody else did, but it was a pretty cool feeling.
And I know a lot of us guys when it comes to that, we don't really talk about it, but how were you feeling in that moment? Were you nervous? Were you like overexcited? Were you like all the above?
A little nervous, but I feel like it was a pretty good experience for me. I mean, I already knew what I was gonna do, so it's not like I had to think too hard about it, but definitely was a good feeling.
I know for me, man, when I proposed to Jen out there in Amish country, I was just thinking like, man, this is it. This is the big moment. This is where it's all taking place. And it was crazy. It was, I set it all up. I got in a room out there and everything, and I planned it all out. But dude, I had a lot of stuff going on in my head. I was thinking to myself like,
yeah,
what if she says no, and I brought her all this way, and it's kind of like,
oh man, yeah,
I got this all planned out.
So if she says no, do you break up with her?
Yeah, like what do you do in that situation?
What would you do? What would you do if she would have said no? Would you have broke up with her?
No, I would have tried to like at least see where she's at, and talk to her a little bit and figure, go from there. I would have
But
just.
my thing is, how long was y'all together when you proposed to her?
We have been together for about a year and a half.
Oh, about a year and a half. Okay, so I mean, but I don't know. I feel like just saying no in general, that just like, I don't know. It's just something that don't sit right. Like, I feel like you can't really say no. Like, how you gonna say no? Like, so what are we supposed to do? Just be talking?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In that situation, I'm kind of glad she said yes. I'm very glad. Because, I mean, like you said, it would have been really kind of like, so it would have been awkward. Would have known what to do. Would have been like,
You wouldn't have been hurt, though. I mean, as a man, you would definitely be feeling some type of way.
I would have been out, of course.
Like,
I'm human.
Excuse my language, but I'd be pissed.
I would have been. Pissed. I wouldn't show my anger or nothing out, but I would have been, like, hurt. I would have been like damn. I would have been. That's why I said I would have talked to her about it and see where she was at.
Yeah.
And kind of go from there. And if it wasn't, if it didn't go the way I wanted it to go, and she was feeling another way, then I would have to make a decision,
Yeah,
if we're gonna stay together. If not,
it would just be bad after that. I feel like if she say no, it's just gonna be a bad relationship.
Yeah, but in the end, I couldn't even get the words out, man. I dropped to my knee, and I was about to start speaking.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got distracted. My phone was talking. But anyway, so when I got down to my knee, I started proposing. And before I could even get the words out, she was already saying, yes, I do. I will.
That's what's...
And it was, it's a moment I'll never forget. It's forever locked in my memories. And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. But throughout that day, if you was asking, I was nervous. I was nervous.
What's the life of you and your wife like at home?
Right now? Who's asking questions, me or you?
Hey, I just, you can ask him. I just, because you're fully there, I'm halfway there, so does anything change? Is it the same?
Yeah, I would say it's the same, but what a lot of people don't realize is, like, when you get married, I mean, it really depends on where you're at spiritually, too. Like, you're taking on another life, that's how I see it. That person's no longer just another person. When you got married, when it says you become one, I took that to heart. And that's how I live now. She's my everything, I got to make sure she's good every day, no matter what's going on, no matter if we don't see eye to eye. I make sure we're good, we're straight, she's good, and everything's going good in her life. We take care of each other. And at first, I'll admit, it was just an adjustment. Living together, and then just, take it all on. What do you, like, just the basic stuff. What do we have for supper? Who's cleaning today? Who's doing the laundry? All that comes into effect is life. And, the first couple of months, I mean, it wasn't nothing crazy, but it was just adjustments. And within time, now that we've been together been living together for about 5 months, it's just learning each other, really. Learning how to work with each other. Communication is key.
Yeah.
You have to talk. You have to communicate with each other. You got to build that chemistry and everything. You think you guys are close now, but you'll become closer once you're really tied down and married and seeing each other every day. Sleeping together every day. It's special, man.
Yeah.
I'm beyond blessed, man. Beyond blessed.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
Do you have any, what are your goals as of right now? Change the subject.
My goals right now is just to, I'm trying to focus on getting my license and getting a car. I'm really trying to get a nice car, so, I'm working hard. I need to start saving money, learning how to money management, and cut down on some of my habits and stuff. But it's a process. This is all new to me, so I'm trying to do new stuff. So I feel if I just stay strong and focused and put a little effort in and not just say it and actually do something, I think I can get it done. I already came this far, so.
You're like, what's next, God? What do you got for me?
Yeah, because I'm ready for it to change around. Definitely. I mean, I've been doing good for a while, but there's definitely some things that would be need to talk about off the podcast. But for the most part, everything's good.
Yeah. But do you feel that inside of you?
What?
You don't feel that inside of you?
What, that I need to talk about it?
No. You don't feel that?
I feel a lot of stuff all the time.
You got greatness inside you, man.
Yeah.
And it's already peeking out. It's already showing. It's at your job. It's already becoming. It's blossoming. It's growing. You can see it. It's within your life already. Sometimes we just gotta sit back and actually open our eyes and really just enjoy the blessings that are in front of us that we don't really appreciate. Like, you woke up today, right?
Yeah.
God's got your back. He's had you 100 every day. Every time you thought you weren't gonna get through something, here you are today. He's had you 100.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
He hasn't let you down. And you got that greatness inside of you, and that's why it's coming out into the world, and people are starting to see it more. People are loving that.
Yeah.
You're getting promoted, and like I said earlier, it's just the beginning, man. Your life is about to take an awesome turn for the best. But my advice to you is don't be afraid to show your greatness.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to show it up.
Definitely. What time is it, by the way? My phone. Hold on. Oops, my bad.
You're good. You're good.
But yeah, I was just stretching.
And I think you just woke up.
No, I've just been running around. I had just got my hair cut. Well, not cut, but.
I see your little lineup.
Yeah, I went to the barber shop, but I just been chilling, waiting to go to work, man. Just work, man. That's all I do is work, come home, sleep, watch a little TV, work, come home, sleep. But it gives me something to do, and I need to be working, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, life is amazing, man. Life is amazing. But I'm going to end the podcast and I'll just say thank you for being on.
All right, man. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. Anytime. Hopefully we can link up and do one in person or something. It'll be pretty sweet, but...
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I'm off Sunday. Give me a call Sunday. Anybody want a job, come up to Marco's. Perkins Ave, right across from the Ford dealership.
Yeah, if anybody is watching right now and they want to get in contact with you, how do they do that?
Google Marco's Pizza on Perkins Ave. Call up there, ask for Georgia, and you'll get a job.
No, what if they want to talk to you personally? What if they want to, because they're inspired by your message, they want to talk to you?
Well, I can, if they ask for me, I can talk to them, and if they want to work, I can let my manager know, and hopefully they can get in.
Is there a way they can contact you on Facebook?
No, I'm not linking my Facebook to my job, but if you call up there and ask for me, I'm pretty sure I'll be there or the one to answer the phone.
All right. But all right, man, I'm going to let you off here.
All righty, my man. Thanks for having me.
Yep, anyway, have a nice day, man. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be a great day.
Great day. All right, man.
All right. See you later, dude.